케이팝, 연예 뉴스, 흥미로운 뉴스와 영어 공부를 접목한 콘텐츠를 보시려면 브릿지 TV를, 담백하게 영어 공부만 하고 싶은 분들을 위한 영어 발음, 쉐도잉, 영어 뉴스, 영어 공부 팁 콘텐츠를 보시려면 디톡스 잉글리시를 구독해주세요. 유튜브에서 디톡스 잉글리시 검색, 구독, 좋아요, 알림 설정. Let's go! 지난번 저의 3D 가사 분석 영상을 보고 이런 댓글을 한 분이 올려주셨더라고요. 아니, 현지 반응을 봐야 의미가 있지 이런 분석이 무슨 의미가 있음? 그래서 현지 반응 가져왔습니다. 이번엔 토론토에 위치한 욕대학에 가서 학생들에게 3D 가사를 들려주고 의견을 물어봤습니다. 인터뷰 내용 바로 보시죠.
Are you familiar with K-pop?
Yeah.
Do you know a little bit of it?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist then?
BTS.
BTS actually?
Yeah.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool. How familiar are you with K-pop?
I know about it, but not like a
Not
fan.
an expert. Okay, cool. So Jungkook of BTS, he recently released a new song called 3D, and that's the music video that you guys are just about to watch, right? So when you guys are ready, you can just press play. Okay. And also down below, you guys can see the lyrics actually. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, that was
All right.
wow.
What do you think?
That was a good song.
It's a good song, catchy, right?
Liked
You
I
liked it? Okay,
I've never
so
seen it.
how did you find the song in general?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand you guys the lyrics to the song.
Okay.
So, okay, let me hold that for you.
Thank you.
So, here we're asking questions and sharing opinions.
Okay.
Again, you said you like the song in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
Now, you guys can focus more on the lyrics and tell me what you think about it.
What caught my eye also when I was watching it, I want to see the emotion in 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm curious what exactly he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he's talking about butts. 'Cause that's the first thought that came to my mind.
It's basically like a lot of songs these days that boys write and girls sometimes, but it's a lot like about just girls and guys doing stuff. So like it's not really, it doesn't have like a difference from every other song that comes out these days.
I think it's it's more emotional in a way. What I'm getting from one of the the pre-chorus is that he's more just wanting just to see the person that he's talking about instead of just again what she said, doing all that.
Yeah.
But it's more just spending in a way almost quality time with the person.
Yeah, I could see that too, because it's also saying that he's in another place and
Dimension.
she feels alone. You don't have to feel that way. I want to see you so we can see each other.
Yeah, and I think the way he describes it too in the very beginning of the song when he's I can't touch you through the phone or kiss you through the universe in another time zone. Yeah. It shows that he really values the quality time and the connection, him and the individual that he's with. He wants to be with that person, almost what's the word I'm looking for? Stick to them like glue in a way.
Okay. So let's start with the Jack Harlow part. What do you think?
I love Jack Harlow.
You love
So-
Jack.
She's
What
a
do you
huge
what do you
fan.
love about him?
He's good looking.
Okay.
That's one thing.
Okay. Do you listen to Jack Harlow?
Not really.
Not really.
Well, what stood out to me is when I see that body, you would think it was a dead body.
Mm-hmm.
Because, well, he's talking about a dead body, obviously, but that's not what he means.
Yeah, I like some of Jack Harlow's songs. I think his lyrics were good. They're funny in a way. But yeah, I feel like he's trying to get at what the same thing the other guy's saying, I want to see you. He says, I tell my boys about you and stuff like that. So, and you steal my heart and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I feel like he's getting at the same thing the other singer's trying to get at, what she was saying basically.
Yeah.
They want to see each other
Right.
because they're in a different time.
Oh, also that I had one girl, too boring, 2 girls, that was cool for me, 3 girls, damn, dude, horny, 4 girls, okay, now you whoring. I thought that one was clever, that line. I also like the champagne confetti part just because I feel like that flows nicely. I also like the line, I got you playing with yourself on camera. Just because, I don't know, it's very bold. I like it. And yeah, I just like the Jack Harlow outro. I think is written like cool.
When he was saying, the way I told my boys, come look, I used to talk to girls up to Stony Brook and steal their hearts like some crook, true story. And now when I hold someone's hand, it's a new story. It almost sounds like he was a player. He was a player in the beginning. Like, he used to play with girls' feelings and all that. But now that he's met a certain someone, that now it kind of changed the way his habits are. Like, he's almost turned into like a whole better version of himself in a way.
Are you comfortable with the amount of like sexual innuendos in the song? How do you feel? Like, is it like a common standard in today's day and age, or what do you think?
Yeah, like it's pretty common. It's pretty much in every song, like on the radio, I feel like. Sometimes when you hear it, you're like, oh, what did they just say, like, for a second? But like, get used to it pretty fast. I feel like now with like TikTok and stuff, like all the songs you're hearing pretty much have all that. So.
Yeah. So you get kind of numb to it?
Yeah. Or like, I still like think for a second, like, ew. But then I'm like, okay, like I get it. Yeah.
The country where I'm from, South Korea, the culture is quite conservative in general. So people's response to this new song of Jungkook from BTS is pretty, I gotta say, divided.
Right.
Some people like it, some people can't with that kind of song, just because like he's talking too much about like sex in his song. So some people say, oh, Jungkook let us down. He used to be like singing all that wholesome lyrics, but now he's like tainted and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that kind of viewpoint?
Well, I think like the world has very changed in their music industry. Like, it's not like about like how it used to be like in the 60s when it was like put your head on my shoulder. Now it's just like, I want to have, can I say sex? I want to have sex with you, stuff like that. It's very different what boys and guys want today. And I feel like in countries like Korea, even like places where I'm from like my family's from Italy. It's like that there too, very conservative. So like, it's different. I can see why they're kind of like let down.
Yeah. But in the same way, I think that it's really good that Jungkook's going through this stage because it's more showing like a mature side of him. Because it's showing individuals that he's not just like a little, like a teenager in a way. Like, he's like growing up, he's understanding like the reality that we face and everything, and it's like just showing like a growth in his sound and his like independence in a way.
So in today's music scene, right, do you think you have to throw in some like sexual lyrics in order for you to stand out a little?
I think so.
You think so?
Well, like if you think about it, I feel like rap is one of the most popular music genres, and like that's all like about that stuff. So I feel like because rap has like such a huge like impact, even Jack Harlow, he raps too, right? So I feel like if that's not thrown in there, then it's not going to grab everyone's like attention, because that's what's trending today.
Yeah, that gets people talking about the song. Sure. Like,
in my opinion, I don't really think that sex should be like a very big concern with certain songs. Like, I think like the concept of being like being together and like little tiny moments, I think that's more what songs should be about. But what she said, that a lot of society now, they more focus on, you know, things like that, because that's really what people right now are like liking. They're like, it's more, like what she said, it's like becoming like a trend now. So do you think this kind of songs or the amount of sexuality in pop culture influences like younger audiences negatively?
Yeah, I guess it does, because it's like with the kids I babysit who are like 7 and 8, they already know like all these songs, and they know all these like bad words and things that maybe when I was younger that I wasn't like used to yet until like I was way older and I started watching like more mature like TV shows. So yeah, it's definitely a negative influence. Like, I find when I'm around younger kids, like even high schoolers too, it's just like there's a big difference, even though I'm not that old, but like in the generation where it's like they're talking like about these things that they don't even like know about, and it's just yeah. I find it negative personally.
So those lyrics don't bother you necessarily, but you're a little concerned about their negative influence on younger kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand you guys are not in that life stage, but like let's imagine that you're a parent. Does that change your thought about songs like this? Would you let your, for example, like a young daughter listen to this song? Would
My
you?
dad doesn't let me like listen to these songs. No, he like what I'm saying is today's generation, like this is the music they listen to. Where as our parents, they're listening to different stuff, like 80s stuff still. Like they're not very in the times we are. So like my parents, when my dad, not my mom, but like when my dad hears music like that, he just tells me to shut it off. Like he doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to think about it. Like because I'm still his little girl in his eyes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like he doesn't want me listening to songs about like sex and stuff and like getting ideas. Like that's not what he wants.
Yeah, like for me, if I was a parent, I don't really think I would want my kid to listen to that type of stuff. Because I feel that if young kids listen to that, I feel like it's almost taking away their innocence in a way. For me, like when I was younger, I didn't know any of this until like I like was in 10th grade.
I was playing with Barbies.
Yeah,
like,
I was
in
playing with
grade 8.
Barbies when I was in 13. While you see kids that are our age, that are 13 now, that are like, they act like adults. So honestly, I think in my opinion, I don't really think I would let kids that are like young listen to this type of stuff.
Do you think it's even possible for parents to stop them from listening to songs like this? No,
They're
everywhere. They'll somehow find a way to.
For example, if my parents told me I can't listen to rap, I go to York University, what's playing constantly in the break room over there? Rap music. And all rap music has that kind of attitude for each song.
Yeah.
So like really, because it's everywhere, it's hard for you to say stop listening to it.
It is very hard because it's a very popular genre now, and like you can't, if it's on the radio and they're playing it on the radio, what are your parents gonna do? Shut it off just so you don't listen to it?
Yeah.
It's not like they really can guard us from it. I think it's what they should do is more trust us in like our decisions.
Yeah. So I have a 7-year-old, and she, because I listen to songs like this, and she overhears it. And then she starts like humming. I was like, no, don't. You know, that's what I do.
Yeah.
But also I feel like it kind of goes over their head a little bit. Like most of the time, like unless they're really thinking about it, they just think it's a song. It's just like a bunch of lyrics. They don't know what like I want to see an emotion in 3D. Like they don't really exactly know what they're talking about. They just think it sounds like catchy.
Yeah. So like Korean parents are a bit worried about his new song. You know, the reason why is like BTS fans are like, they can go nuts analyzing the song, but they also include young kids, like teenagers and, you know, like even younger kids. So parents used to love BTS. They used to endorse BTS both in North America and in Asian countries because
it's like playful and fun.
they always sang like lyrics that are like wholesome
yeah,
and
it's just like
inspiring.
dancing and just like nice.
Yeah, but then now like in his solo career, he's like making that transition to like throwing in some dirty words here and there, like being sexual.
Right.
And like people are a little confused about this kind of transition. What do you think?
Yeah, like trying to get with like the Western audience a bit more and break away from like where he was from.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you think you have to like include certain amount of sexuality in your songs in order to stand out in the Western music market?
No, I don't think so. I feel like there's plenty of like sad songs that have nothing to do with like sexuality that can still like make me really emotional, or also just happy songs that have nothing to do with like sex at all or like bodies. Like they're just like happy, fun songs you can dance to. I think there's still a ton of those these days, and I don't think like that makes them like less popular just because they're not talking about like girls and like all that stuff.
Okay, cool.
욕대학 학생들과 대화를 나눠보니까 3D라는 이 노래에 대해서 매우 선정적이지만 요즘 트렌드가 그렇다, 오히려 이렇게 하지 않으면 서양 음악 시장에서 튀기 어렵다라는 의견이 많았습니다. 2편에서 더 흥미롭고 다양한 욕대학 학생들의 3D 가사 분석 영상이 있으니까 후속 영상도 많은 시청 바랍니다. 오늘 영상 유익하게 보셨다면 구독, 좋아요, 알림 설정까지 부탁드리겠습니다. 그럼 저는 다음 영상에서 찾아뵙겠습니다. Today, other side.